Hello everyone, just wanted to explain and give in details what I've been doing and how far I've come with this build. The idea was to build a police safety that will protect our police officers from a suspect that, say, wrestles their service Glock out of their hands and ultimately tries to use it against them. It happens every year, I'm trying to put the Glock into a perpetual safe mode unless a police officer holds it. Now, this is original part for Glock17 Gen 4. And this is original housing for the same Glock17 Gen 4. And I also got the spring here. That's all it is. Very simple gun, ingenious. They go together like this. I hope you can see it. Very easy to assemble. Just put this in, slide this, and I also have that bar. I should have put it there first. That's the very important part which lets the trigger be released. There you go. They go together like that. When you press the trigger, I'm gonna move here. There you go. When you press the trigger, it drops down, slides right here. The bar slides right here. And releases the trigger pin, or striker they call it. Now, I wanted this to make it like that, so it's in perpetual safety mode, and only when a police officer holds the gun, then it's activated and he can shoot it. What I come up with was I've drilled a hole here on the side of the housing to allow a pin to move inside with a little bit travel, and then a hole on the other side to hold it loose, not tight though. It's kind of like this. There's a hole right here which pin slides up and down. But in order to put a pin there, I had to grind down the bar, and because the bar is dropping down and the pin is in the way, and I had to grind down the bar. It's the original bar. That's the one I worked on. Original bar, the one I worked on. And I made a tooth inside that bar so the pin can hold it. Okay, so there you go. This is the one I worked on, and that is the assembly. That's how it looks in a forward position. Remember that the trigger, when you cock the gun, the trigger, with the trigger spring, that is pushing and resetting the trigger, and it stands in this position, just like that. When you start depressing, first you depress here. That's one of the safeties of the Glock, and then the trigger continues moving. But you got this pin here. I got the pin going. It's right here. Let's put it on the hook up there, because it falls. I'll try it. No, it's not. Where the hell did it go? So let's get that pin out. Put everything together again. And put the pin. The pin is on purpose that big. I have to cut it down to size, because this is not a real Glock. This is just the lower from an air gun. And it's too wide. There we go. Pin is in. And there is a slot on the side. When you press the trigger with the bar, it goes into that slot, the pin. It pivots on the inside, and you can crush the trigger, but it's because the pin goes into that slot, it's not sliding down, and it's there 100%. Now for the next step, main thought was I drilled the housing on the back. See the hole? Original housing, no hole. And I use a magnet, very strong magnet. Like, check it out, neodyme magnet. I'll show you in a second. A tiny magnet is holding this. That's it. And this is like 2 kilos. Anyways, in this tiny hole, which I drilled, whoops, Where are you? There you go. Now the magnet is holding the pin down, and when you depress, there you go. So it's possible to stay up. That's the whole idea. Now I'll put it inside the lower, and then we'll see it in action. Okay guys, assembled in the lower. The whole idea was like this. When it's in forward position and the criminal is holding the gun, cannot shoot. Keep in mind the trigger is reset, and when a police officer grabs the gun with a magnet on his hand, on his glove here, look at the gun is untouched on the bottom. There's no need for a hole on the bottom. Let's imagine this is on a glove or so. The magnet through the plastic attracts the magnet inside, pivots the whole bar downwards, and there is nothing in the way of the trigger to slide back and fire. Shot after shot after shot. See, shots fired, trigger is reset, shots fired, trigger is reset, shot fired, trigger is reset. This magnet has power of 2 kilos, like 4 or 5 pounds. Attracts the magnet inside. Now I release the magnet. There you go. So basically, if the officer goes out, loads the gun in the station, puts it in the holster, automatically goes into safety mode in his holster. It cannot shoot. Needs to draw the gun. Boom. Point up again. There we go. In the slot. It's not gonna ever go back. You just gotta shorten. So Next step is putting it into a real gun and the firing range and see how it works there. So next episode I'll see you at the firing range. Thank you guys.